Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
The world is wide. Let's make it closer. With smart planning and a touch of magic, Ash knows travel. Welcome to the future of travel. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Ash and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthrough, and insider tips to help travel advisors book smarter and build confidence. And tonight we have a very exclusive panel that I am so excited to present to you. We are diving into something every new advisor experiences. I think we can all agree, and I like to call it the confidence curve. We're going to talk about what it really looks like to grow as a new travel agent. So whether you're new, maybe you have some experience, we're going to teach you guys some really cool things tonight. We're going to talk about the phases that you go through, the wins and the challenges, and all of the perks that come with staying consistent in this business. And to bring this topic to life, I have two incredible guests joining me tonight, and I am so excited to have them here. So we're going to have Miss Joanne Tingle, of course, and we're also going to have Miss Sarah Harvey. So make sure you guys blow up my chat and share lots of love, as they will be able to see the chat as we go through these questions. So make sure you show them mad love tonight. And let's go ahead and welcome our first interviewee for tonight, okay? So make sure you guys please help me welcome Miss Joanne Tingle from Tingle Travel Agency. Now, Joanne and her husband Scott, they run their travel business together, and I absolutely love a husband and wife duo. Now, Miss Joanne is a gold agent, have their IATAN, they have their CLIA, and they have been in this business since 2021. So, Miss Joanne is going to be joining us tonight to share her insights, her experience, and the journey that she has kind of went on to build her business. She is going to help bring us a grounded, relatable perspective on what it feels like to grow in this industry. And I'm so excited for you to hear her story. So go ahead and help me welcome, blow up the chat. Go ahead and help me welcome Miss Joanne Tingle. Hello, how are you?
Hey, good. Thanks so much for having me on. I am Joanne Tingle, and I am from Frankfort, Kentucky. My husband Scott and I do this business together. I started it in March of 2021, and then he came on in January of 2022.
Awesome. So I am so excited to have you here tonight. I've said you're all part of the business, but honestly, I feel like you're also a great friend too. So I appreciate that. And I appreciate all the love and support that you have for me here and for Ash Knows Travel. So it's kind of an honor to have you here. So we're going to really kind of get into some really good topics tonight. So let's go ahead and kind of dive in here. So Miss Joanne, if you don't mind telling me a little bit about your background and why you got started with Evolution.
Absolutely. Funny thing, I was an engineer for 20 years. I loved doing that job. It was rewarding, but I felt the call to homeschool. So for 16 years, I homeschooled my kids. And that was a wonderful job too. The great thing in engineering and homeschooling, we traveled the world and we really enjoyed doing that. My kids have been in 7 countries. It's really exciting. But as they were growing and going on into doing college courses, I kind of was like, okay, Lord, what do you have in store for me next? So this business dropped in my lap, March of 21. And that's when we got started. I had just a few clients in the very beginning, 3 to 4 maybe. Funny thing, they were just friends. So when we introduced ourselves as travel agents, like 9 friends came after us, oh, I want you to look this up for me and that up for me. So anyway, that's kind of how we got started and how we got our first client.
Nice. I love that. And I love that you were able to use what was around you. I think a lot of us, we always want to start on social media and we kind of skip over that what's around us.
Mhm.
I always tell them about, I have a friend, her name's Ashley too, ironically. And when she joined, she was like, I'm not doing any of this online. I'm going to go out in person. And she closed her first year at over like $150,000 in
Wow.
sales. And I was like, all right, girl, I'm gonna get out the house. Like, let's get out of the house. So I absolutely love that. So continuing on, okay, so you got your first set of bookings and you kind of got your grounding. What would you say, kind of looking back, what would be one thing that you kind of wish you knew earlier when you first got started?
Well, we didn't have the most amazing training setup that we do now. So that's really exciting. We've come a long way in 4 years. But knowing for a brand new agent exactly where to go, how to market on social media, wherever, how to qualify a client, what are the parameters on putting a booking together, and how does the booking process actually work? All that stuff has come along in the last 4 years, probably in the last couple years, actually. And so that's helped out a lot. And I feel like it really helps our agents on our team be able to go to a website and, kind of watch some recorded videos. Because we have a lot of agents who work full time. Of the 50 agents we have, I would imagine 85% of them have a full time job and they do this part time. So being able to learn in pieces and in short spurts has helped them a lot, I do believe.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I definitely agree too. I joined in June of 2022,
Mhm.
and the trainings we have now, the amazing trainers in general we have now, is far way greater than what we first started with. So I
Right.
completely agree on that. And I think that is something too. Like, if something you knew that you wish you knew earlier, you're saying like training, like
Mhm.
we kind of
Yes.
skipped that. We want to start booking, but we
Right.
want to book without any knowledge. And it's great, we could do it, but then we get overwhelmed and then it's just like too much. So I totally understand that one. So what originally, let's talk a little bit about Evolution Archer. What originally made you choose Evolution Archer when you first started?
Well, when this dropped into our lap, we did go out and do some research. I'm an engineer, so I research everything to death, right? And that's why my husband's a better travel booker, is he can just take the piece, send the quote, and do it. I have to research this little piece and research. So researching some of the other host agencies and seeing that some of them offer a lot less than Archer and Evolution. And the fact that Archer has been around 73 years, has an A plus Better Business Bureau rating, that is what really attracted us here. But I will tell you the biggest thing that attracted us, and that was going to the first convention. I went to my first one in Vegas. I think it was July or August of 2021. And so the one that I just went to was my fifth one. And I actually got to meet in person our founder, David McCovey, our CEO, Ron Archer, and Reggie Rivas, his nephew, who is the other co CEO. Have his cell phone number, by the way, have both of them actually. And I will tell you, after convention, founder invited me to his house, about 150 people there. We swam in his pool. I sat in the living room with him, and he didn't know me from Adam. I hadn't been in this business month and a half, maybe. And he sat down and said, Joanne, tell me about yourself. That went a long way with me. And meeting Ron, like I said, in person, and then all of the leadership that we have in this business and that do a lot of our corporate presentations, I got to meet each and every one of them. And I have gotten to watch their success, which has been awesome.
Yes, I love that. Honestly, I've met David McCovey several times. He's absolutely amazing. And, actually, I told him about Ashton's Travel in the beginning. I'm going to do something big. I just want your support. And, he told me, let me know if you need anything. Like that, like, oh my God, makes me want to cry. Like, the support that we have here is just absolutely amazing. And are you going to convention for next year? Are
Yes.
you? I'm
Yes.
gonna be there too.
Yay.
Oh, so we can meet.
It's going to be really fun. We just
Yeah.
went to, in August, Carnival Firenze. So this is the first time we've had convention on a cruise, about 1,000
Right.
travel agents. It was crazy. But we had a great time. And then we'll go to Hawaii, and who knows how many we'll have, because this is the 10th anniversary. And so it's going to be super fantastic.
Yes, yeah, my cat's trying to join our interview. Yeah, but yes, I absolutely am so excited, and the birthday party's coming up. Like, we just have a lot of great things coming up. So, what is one thing about Evolution Archer that they provide to us that people don't talk about enough? Like, what is one thing that you would want to just scream to the world about Evolution and Archer?
Well, definitely the relationships that I said, like at convention. And then we just went to a Midwest boot camp in our area. So we're Frankfort, Kentucky, and many of the conventions and like the birthday party happen in California and Vegas. And we love going over there, but they have one in St. Louis, Missouri. So at that time, we got to really sit down. Well, I'll tell you, my husband sat down with Ron Archer for 45 minutes and had breakfast, and they talked about, just basically everything that Scott wanted to ask him. He had that opportunity to do. And funny thing, Ron says, Joanne does TikToks. And he said, yeah, she goes TikTok live just about every day. He said, well, I'll come on one of her TikToks. So he did. The CEO of our company came on my TikTok a couple Wednesdays ago. That's who they are. They're just amazing people. And I think the support, the leadership, the training available to us. Oh, the training. Like some days we have 20 trainings on the schedule that you can choose from. You don't have to go to all of them, but you can choose from. So I don't know of another organization that supports you like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. And you're right. We do have a lot of trainings, but it's just because the travel industry is amazing. There's always just something that you can do, something you can learn. And I think that's absolutely amazing that Ron hopped on your TikTok. Like, I love Ron. He's Mr. Santa Claus. That's what I always call him. Because every time I see him, he's always just, giving out different things every time I see him. So I love that. I love that. All right. So take it a little bit deeper than just the leaders. Okay. What would you say there's a moment, maybe somebody on your team, maybe, just somebody that where maybe they've helped you, or maybe they had a big problem and they solved it. Just some team recognition, if you have anybody that you want to kind of shout out.
Oh gosh. So as I mentioned, we have 50 agents. They're all over the US. They are super fantastic, every one of them. We have developed a sense of family in our group. So we have small Facebook Messenger chat, and sometimes we're in there picking on one another. We end up having a team meeting once a week just because we like that check-in. We also like to recognize one another in there. We had one just go executive, and she's done a big booking. Scott and I were fortunate enough to have a group of 12 going to Ireland. And so Scott went with them back in March. It was fantastic. Listen, the perks in this business, I'll say that really quick too. And I know that was kind of the last question. The perks are unbelievable. I have gotten to stay in 25, I don't know if I can say the hotel chain, but a hotel chain you would know, 25 of them in 32 months. And I have saved $3,450 for real. And because I've stayed between $46 and $79 a night at every one of those. So fantastic there. And then we just have, oh my goodness, from immediately in our small team, we have had some great leaders step up. My husband does a lot of the travel Q&As for our smaller team. I've gone out and done, from my YouTube page, you'll see Tingle Travel Agency. I do how to be an organized travel agent. I have done New Year, New You as a motivation. And two, when I was a homeschool mom, I taught world geography, cooking around the world, international cooking, all this stuff. And so on my YouTube page, I have all of the continents reviewed. So you can go there and learn a little bit about all of that. So we all have our strength is the thing. We have a Stacy Clinton, who's an amazing agent in our team. She is our Canva queen. And so I call her hashtag Canva queen. And so there's just certain people that they are using their strengths, and really, I'm just so proud of them, especially in Team Tingle. I just think they're awesome.
Aw. I love that. I absolutely love that. Now, taking that, speaking of bookings, because that's awesome. You have a really big booking too. But congratulations on that. How do you manage all of this? Like the team building, anything, just bookings, life in general. Like, what would you kind of suggest, maybe like habits or just things that make a difference for you?
Well, things that I've learned from other smart people. Founder says two things. He says, if you're going to be a copycat, copy the right cat and listen to advice from people qualified to give it. And I love those two things. So, for instance, Jody Rariski, if that woman is on Tips and Tidbits or up early with Jody, because she does interview quite a few people that are leaders in our organization, I am listening. I'm taking notes. So I take notes and I try to collect those notes, go back and look at them, not just let them sit in a notebook. Also, with the organization thing, have your stuff bookmarked. That will save you all kinds of time. Also, with the notes, for instance, just know who told you what and where to go find what you're looking for when you're looking for it. Oh, and I'll say one more thing. You, particularly Ash, fantastic at social media. So I will tell you, Emily and you, I have learned so much about Chat GPT and AI and TikTok lives. I mean, who knew? Who knew I would be going TikTok live? Because at first I did not have the confidence, but I listened to another mentor and he says, feel the fear and do it anyway. So on September 30th, I did it anyway. And I have gone live the whole month of October without fail every day. So just find what you're passionate about, what's your why, have some vision and goals. That's another thing. We do a vision board training on my YouTube page. So really be able to write down why you're doing this, put a vision of the things you want. I have mine on my desktop so you can look at it every day and see. Happy retirement in Florida. We're about 10 months away from that. I wanted to buy my CLIA card with commissions. That was one of the things on my vision board. Wanted to go gold, and now it's help your teammates go gold. And then I've got snorkeling the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, and then some various other things. Oh, vacation every 3 months. I think we're getting that down to about every month. So those are things that we have got
Wow.
in this.
I love that. See, this is why because like I've been bringing on like leaders every time, and I was like, and you are a leader, right? But like you see multiple sides of it. You get to see like the booking side, you get to see the trainer side. So I love that I'm able to just kind of connect with you because there's so much about you, Miss Joanne. I don't think you know, but you do it a lot. Like you are making evolution history, and I absolutely love that. So I really, really appreciate coming on here for sure. So, all right, if we started over tomorrow, okay, this is going to be our last question here.
Mhm.
If we were starting over tomorrow, okay, what would be your three first steps? Now, I have another question to add to that, but what would be your first three steps that you would do?
Give yourself some time and some patience. Don't feel like you're overwhelmed. Funny thing, you ask 1,000 travel agents in the room at convention, how many of us felt overwhelmed when we first got started? And every hand goes up because
Yes.
we let ourselves do that. So one of the things that our VP Tony Evans said at our last Midwest boot camp, don't give yourself some patience. So first of all, training is get yourself prepared before you go out and announce yourself as a travel agent so that you know how to qualify a client, how to turn in a booking, all of those kind of things. And then work smarter, not harder with the chat GPT and the AI and TikTok lives and however you decide to do it. But figure out a way to keep yourself organized and work smarter. One of the things that Jody says is before you go to bed, write your to-do list for the next day. Listen,
Yes.
it'll change your life because it takes all that stuff off your mind that, oh, I got to do that tomorrow kind of thing. And it helps you be prepared to get up and don't let your excuses excuse you, like Fred Howell
Mhm.
said at my first convention, and do what you need to do first thing.
Yeah. I have this app on my phone now. It's like a task maker.
Mhm.
And every time I think of something, I write it down because we
Yeah.
forget. It's too much for us to
Right.
remember. And anytime I get like distracted, I'm like, oh, that's right. Let me go back to that list because there's something to do, right? Always something to do. So keeping that in mind, the last question that I normally ask at the end of my questions before I bring on Sarah next, but the last question I really, really want to hit is, now I'm going to give you Deidre's answer because I did this with Deidre too, but I want to hear your answer. What mindset would you adopt from day one if you were to start in the beginning? Like, what do you think that mindset that would have helped you kind of maybe amplify your success even more in the beginning?
Okay, the mindset, I think more than anything is just know who you are and know your why. If
Yeah.
you know why you're doing this, then all the rest of the stuff is going to fall into place. I will give you another, for instance, of one of my new agents. Not new, she's been around 2.5, 3 years. She kind of dabbled at this. She's great at Canva, but a perfectionist. And so here's the deal. If you don't put it out there, they can't know that you're an agent. We have one of our trainings is don't be a secret agent. So finally, she got the confidence. That's another thing. Have confidence in yourself. She got the confidence to start putting her stuff out there, and then clients are coming to her. And now she has the fire in, she's all fired up because she's been listening to these trainers and she knows that she wants to get out of the job that she's in. She likes the job, but she works 6 days a week and she has a special needs son and she would like to spend more time with him. So, again, when you know your why, you're going to work so much harder. And that's the mindset is
Mhm.
I'm determined to do this.
Right. Yes, I love that. And it's kind of sort of close to Deidre's. Deidre's was treat it like a six-figure business, but that's exactly what it is. You in order to treat it like a six-figure business, you have to know why and what you're doing. So I completely agree. And I absolutely love that. I try to do that at every one just to kind of get, everybody's feels. So Miss Joanne, I greatly appreciate you hopping on tonight. And I'm very excited to see all that you do here. You have accomplished some amazing things, and I absolutely love having you as a friend and also as a business partner. We like to collab and everything. So I absolutely adore you. And I hope everybody, her actual she is everywhere. It's at Tingle Travel Agency, right? Is that what it is?
Tingle
Uh,
Travel Agency,
yeah.
TTS, easy to remember.
So her YouTube channel will be in the description. So make sure you guys follow her there and then follow her everywhere else. She's great. She's wonderful. She posts amazing things. But thank you so much, Ms. Joanne, for hopping on. And we will see you. We will see you around. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me today.
All right, everyone. So that was a awesome interview that we had with Miss Joanne Tingle. I am so honored to be able to sit down and just kind of meet you guys individually, no matter where you are located across the world. So for our next guest, I am so excited to bring on someone who is not only an incredible leader and trainer in this industry, but also an amazing friend. So if you can for me, please help me welcome Sarah Harvey. She is an Evo 100 who consistently shows up, pours into others, and leads by example. And fun fact, she's literally joining us from a cruise, which is what's the most on brand travel advisor thing ever. Can we all agree, right? Joining us from a cruise. So, Sarah has been such a strong voice in this industry, always teaching, guiding, and helping others rise. And I can't wait for you to hear from her tonight. So, go ahead and blow up my chat for me and help me welcome Miss Sarah Harvey. How are you, Miss Sarah?
Hello, I'm good.
How?
I'm good.
Listen, look at her. She is on a cruise. Look at
Yes.
this. Look, I need to know about this. How did you end up on this cruise? Because you weren't originally supposed to be on a cruise.
Well, one of the many perks of being a travel agent, it was actually a perk for Evolution Travel. It was $30 a night, so for on the Royal Caribbean.
What?
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
God. That's
It
awesome.
was a last minute,
Well,
literally last minute. So
yeah, that's crazy. $30 a night. You better go. There's no
right,
ifs, ands, or buts for
right.
$30 a night. So right off the bat, we can already see
why we all need to be travel agents, right? Can we all agree in
Yes.
the chat that's exactly why we need to be travel agents? Well, I absolutely love that. And I love that you still come and join me tonight, even though you're on your cruise. I really appreciate you taking time out of your night to join us and kind of just
Sure.
tell us all about who you are. We want to know more about Sarah Harvey. So let's go ahead and
Settle
dive
it
in,
up.
shall we?
All
Yeah.
right.
All right. So let me know, okay? We want to know more about you. So what kind of has led up to you being a travel agent in a way? Give us like a quick background of what kind of brought you here. And yeah, just give us your story. We want to know more about you.
Sure, sure. Well, I started 3 years ago with Evolution. I've always been interested in travel. As a child, I was never able to really travel, and I wanted to give that to my children. So I thought this was the perfect opportunity.
All right, I love that. I love that. And it is the perfect opportunity
Yes.
to do so. So, since becoming a agent, what was your first booking? I want to know what was your first booking and how did you get it? Like, do you have a miraculous like first booking story? I feel like we all do.
Well, my very first booking, it was actually a disaster because they ended up going around. It was just I didn't fully do my training and and everything, so I sent them the supplier quote, and they went directly to the suppliers. So I didn't. I learned my lesson time. So, but I was with for 2 weeks. I attended a vendor event, and it was a businesses, and I got 3 cruises that at that vendor event.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. See, look, you already talked about two things right here. First of all, new advisors make mistakes. My first booking,
Yes.
listen to me. Listen. My first booking was Expedia Tap, and the lady's name was Anna, but she spelt it like Anna, and it was a flight. And like it was a flight in a hotel, but my heart dropped when I realized that I spelt her name wrong. Like, and I saw it on the ID and
Oh,
everything, but like I still spelt her name wrong. Like I don't know why I did that, and like I think I was nervous, so like I was trying to like get through it.
nervous.
Oh my god! I
Yep.
immediately called Emily, and I was like, "Help me! I messed up. She's not gonna be able to go on
No.
her flight." Like so dramatic. All I had to do was call
Oh,
Expedia and fix it within like 5 minutes. Like
yeah,
so,
yeah, but it was
yes,
a big deal though.
covering the first part. Okay, advisors, new advisors, if you're watching this, we all make mistakes. That's so, but everything's
Yes,
fixable. Like we always can learn, we can always do new things. And also in person marketing. Do you do a lot of in person marketing?
I do. I do. In the beginning, I didn't have a lot of followers on social media, so that's I tried to attend the local events, and I it helped. I mean, I love them.
Yeah, no,
I
they
love that
do.
in person. Yes.
Yeah, no. I have a friend here. I always talk about her. Her name's Ashley too. She's a quiet agent, but she's a big booker. She does only in person marketing, and she joined like the whole community thing that they have going on. And she's
Yeah.
like called me the other day. I've booked over $356,000 in sales. I'm like, girl,
Oh
get out of here,
man.
girl. I'm like, well,
Good for
maybe
her.
we should leave our house and maybe we
Right.
need to go and start talking to people, right? Because there is money to be made here. So,
Yes, there definitely is.
yes, two good things that we've already talked about that can definitely help some travel advisors. So, I love this. Now, speaking of new advisors, what is one thing that maybe you would wish that you had known earlier, like when you first started? What is like one thing that you were like, dang, I wish I would have known that? Like, what would you
Um,
suggest?
to focus on the trainings and to not um, to be consistent. Consistency is huge. I mean, I see a lot of agents give up right away because they feel like they can't do it, But I feel like consistency is huge. Just stay
Yeah,
consistent, and it will happen.
yeah, I agree. Because a lot of people when they see this they think all right like well it's going to be fast, it's going to be this, and it can be, right? But
Oh
it's
yeah.
that consistency in the beginning that gets that fastness, because even then you still have to be consistent, so I definitely agree with that. So speaking of the consistency, we are getting our daily schedule right now because I'm just getting all kinds of emails. So, so if you hear that, that's
Yeah.
also me. So speaking of being a new advisor, okay, what originally made you choose Evolution Archer? And speaking of that, what made you stay? Like, not only what you chose, but what really made you stay after you chose?
I chose Evolution Archer because of the trainings, the mentorship, the perks and benefits. There's a lot of reasons. I did my research first, and I stayed because of the support. Anytime that we need anything, there's somebody here for us. And plus, like, with founder, just the person that he is has really helped me love this company, and same with all the other leaders,
Yeah,
team leaders, and
yes,
your
me too.
trainings. Even Ashley, I appreciate you
That's
because
right.
honestly, you really did help me. Like, I needed some good trainings, and you really did help me with that too.
Yes, I love that. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
One thing she suggests is attend all Ash Knows travel trainings. Yeah? No? I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Yes, and definitely I agree. The community support, and honestly, I ask this question in almost every interview that I do, and it's always that answer. Did you know that? It's always
Really.
the community and the support. Always.
Yes.
So let's continue, shall we? Okay, so what would you say? It's about to be booking season, right? Well, I mean, it's booking season, but I'm talking about like wave season and stuff. Uh, what would you say is kind of working for you right now? Like, are you doing anything, maybe on social media that's working for you, or like, I don't know, what's just kind of trickling in the bookings, etc. right now?
Definitely. I've really been focusing on social media, and I've grown my following a lot. I feel like it's really, really helped with like my bookings. Always, but like I said, stay consistent with the mock bookings and the postings, but also mix in some personal things too. But that's really helped me.
No, no, you're great. Listen, and speaking of mock bookings and stuff, you do really good trainings on all different
Oh,
types of
thank
marketing.
you.
So, yeah, her YouTube channel is actually already in my description. So it's at Memorable Escapes, right? Memorable Escapes, yes.
Yes. Yep.
So you guys can find her. She's also a great trainer too. So I brought him two great trainers tonight. I brought him Miss Joanne, and I brought him a Sarah. So you guys got some new trainers too to take a look at. So speaking of this, though, since we wear so many hats, right? We've got your Evo 100, so that means that she has over 100 agents underneath her. She just hit that, so everybody tell her
Yay.
congratulations, because
Thank
that
you.
is a task. Okay, the fact that
Yes.
you were able to do that, the fact that you're able to train, the fact that you show up, and you even do bookings. So you need to give yourself a clap, girl, because you're
Thank
killing it.
you.
You're doing
Thank
awesome,
you.
right? So now I have a
Thank
question for
you.
that, though. Okay, how do you stay consistent when you have these busy days? Like right now, you just stopped and you're just taking a cruise, right? Which is great. But how do you stay consistent when these kind of things are happening? Do you have like maybe a schedule or a routine that you take on?
I do. In the beginning, that was my downfall, honestly, because I was all over the place.
Same.
So, and I also have four young children at home. I was very overwhelmed. I was, but I wish I would have found mentorship sooner because I absolutely love it. But I would say, like, just focus on a schedule, share, post everything down. I know which groups I share in. I know what just staying consistent with all the Facebook groups is huge.
And so I know you're right though, but the
Yeah.
biggest thing that we have here that you said here is that write everything down. Like I
Yes.
can't push this enough. Like I really can't push this enough. Like the problem is with our industry is that there's so many different things that we can do that it's kind of a lot. Like literally
Overwhelming.
you could wake
Yeah.
up tomorrow and just take on a whole new marketing idea, and that can take
Yeah.
you several days. Trust me, I know.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. And things are
so
always changing too, and there's always something new to learn. So that's another thing. A lot of agents get overwhelmed with that, but hey, I love being able to learn stuff constantly.
Listen, Ash knows travel. We learn all day. Okay.
Right.
No, but no, honestly, it's a lot. So the best thing, I have an app on my phone. I have a sticky note, and I tell these people on every training. This is what I tell them: get something you can write down, and every time you have an idea, write it down. Just before you do anything, just stop and write it down. Because listen, if we try to I always say people who have ADHD do really good here. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
does everybody
honestly.
agree with that? Okay, we do
Honestly.
great, but we could spiral too. So we need to write down and come back because we need to acknowledge that we are not superpower over here. We need to chill and do one thing at a time, right? So
True.
yes, that's the most important thing. What you said right there was write everything down. Absolutely, please, please, please. So let's see here. Now I want to kind of give you a moment to maybe shout out any leaders or agents of yours, just depending on, or couple, whoever you want to do this. But, there's a lot of people that we work with in the travel industry. And have you, worked with anyone that maybe has kind of stood out to you? Or, I mean, it could be your agents, it could be whoever, it doesn't matter. But,
Yeah.
just something maybe that happened recently that was like, wow, that's cool. Just let us in from a community support here.
Yeah, there's so many I could say. The whole corporate team, I absolutely love all of them. Going to convention was huge. And that really helped me know more about evolution and Archer. So I thank them so much for this opportunity. But also my agents, I wouldn't be here without them. They're doing amazing. If you are thinking about mentorship, I highly suggest it because someone grow a business is the best feeling. It's the absolute best feeling. Seeing them earn, build something from nothing it's just the best feeling in the world. That it's priceless, So I do suggest doing it if but also of course Deidre, she's my mentor, our class.
Yep.
I love her to death, and he's really, really worked hard, and he actually hit gold as well. So I'm excited. I'm very excited for him.
Yes, Mr. Nunez.
But I
Yes.
mean, I could go on. There's so many people, though. Honestly,
Yeah, no, it takes a village. We are the village. We are each other's village at this
it
point,
does.
Yeah,
And I
and
just
it's
love
great.
everybody.
And I agree. Honestly, like, I love that we have both sides of the travel industry. If we want to help others build, we can. If we want to book, we can. But tonight, before I hopped on, I started doing flyers, and the flyers that I've done this week, I saw somebody book $56,000 in the month of November, right? And we're not even
Yes.
done yet. Like, I saw somebody who's never been able to sell a thing in their life sell 6 cruises this month.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
having the ability to show somebody something, as in, let me show you how to use this platform, and then you can go make your own money. Insane. Like that mentorship and that general feeling is the best feeling in the world. I will
Oh
not compare
yes,
it
it
to
does.
anything, you know. To
Absolutely.
see somebody else successful just from us being like, hey, let me show you this opportunity. I love this. Come on, let's go, right? And we get
Yep.
10% in the process, so we're not mad.
Yes. Right.
Right? 10% of the process
Right.
sounds great. Right? So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
have a
yeah,
few
no.
agents that never. She, a newer agent. Her name is Wendy. She just started not long ago, and she was in a completely different field, and she's already booked like 6 bookings within a week. So I'm so proud of just little things like that. It really does. It
Yeah, no.
helps me even
Yeah,
grow
I
as
know
a leader and a
on
travel
every
agent.
presentation does that. Every presentation, I'm over here okay, this is all we have to do. Listen, everybody travels. All you have to do is literally get them in
Yes.
front of you. That's
Yep.
it. I will, every presentation, I'm sitting here putting this in people's heads because that's the truth of this.
It's the
It's
truth.
literally a $9 trillion industry. Everybody travels, man. All we have to do is
No
say, hey,
matter
we can do
what.
it.
Yep. And they're always going to. So,
Yeah.
and that's why another reason why I got into travel because
Yes.
you know It's always going to be here.
Yes, absolutely. That's right. Especially because Archer's been in business for 70 plus years. We're definitely always going to be here.
Yes.
We're not going anywhere. If anything, we're just raising it up. We're just making more money. That's all we're doing over here.
Right,
I don't know
right.
what's going on over there, but we're making money over here. If y'all want to come join us, let's go ahead. So speaking of that, okay, we're gonna be closing soon, but I have a couple more questions for you. Okay. What is one myth about becoming a travel advisor that you would debunk today?
Oh, I would say the negative reviews there are about joining a host agency.
Okay.
Because Archer and Evolution, it's the best decision I've ever made. Because the host agency, they put everything together for you. Things, the mentorship, everything there for you. So I definitely would say that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because, like, that's the thing. And I actually have a whole training about how to become a travel agent. And one of them in there is I go in deep details about, look, if you want to do this on your own, you better get ready to pay all out of pocket. And I'm talking thousands of
Yes, and
dollars.
that exactly.
And then
Yes.
there's no guidance. Nobody's going to tell you how it works. Like, let's hope for the best here,
Right.
or you could just, I don't know, skip all of that, pay $49, start your own travel business, and we take care of everything for you.
Everything.
I mean, it's
Yep.
just a suggestion. So, anyways, but yeah. So if they see this and they're like, yes, that's what I want to do, Sarah, how did you know? What would be the next three steps that you suggest to them? Let's just say, all right, I joined Evolution Archer. What would be the first three steps that you would suggest for them as the trusty, worthy Evo 100 that you are? Guide them.
I would say stay consistent. Like I said, stay in contact with your mentor. If there's anything you ever need, please don't stay quiet. We
Yes,
don't know if you need help if you don't let us
that's
know,
right.
and follow the trainings. I couldn't say that enough. Make sure you follow the trainings because if not, you'll feel overwhelmed. And a lot of agents do in the beginning because there is a lot of information, but we give you the resources there that will take you through those steps.
Yes, no, you're right. That's the one thing that agents don't want to do. They want to skip all over and they just want to go, go, go. And we love that, okay? We love a go-getter agent,
Oh,
okay?
yes.
But two things that will hurt you automatically, not finishing your training and not talking to your mentor. Right off the
Yes,
gate. That'll hurt you every single time.
absolutely.
I absolutely love that. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Those are all that I have, so I definitely appreciate you coming on here. Make sure you guys blow up the chat for Miss Sarah Harvey, and make sure you guys go follow her
Nice.
on her YouTube channel at Memorable Escapes. Thank you so much, Sarah, and
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ashley.
I hope you have an amazing cruise. Okay, go join them.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right,
All
awesome.
right,
Thank you.
bye,
Have a good
guys.
night.
Thank you.
So much for joining me tonight, and a huge thank you to both Joanne and Sarah for being here tonight. They both brought so much insight and experience and confidence building and wisdom, and I'm just so grateful that they took the time to share it, right? I mean, even Sarah, she was on her cruise. Like, thank you guys so much for hopping on. It's that community, it's that support that keeps us here, right? And we have it here, you guys. You have to start tapping into the people around you, right? Now, so since tomorrow is Thanksgiving, I want to go ahead and just kind of wish you all that celebrate it happy early Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving, whatever that is for you, whatever you're celebrating, okay? I hope you all have a wonderful day of just relaxing and eating and hanging out and just, with your loved ones, okay? Make sure you guys aren't just working. All right. I want you, to relax and stuff. But if you're bored, all right, and you need something to do, tomorrow is live replay day. So if you need something to listen to while you're cooking or prepping or maybe just taking a break, okay, hop on. All right. I will have a bunch of live replays playing for you guys that you might have missed. And of course, make sure that you're stay connected inside of our travel advisor group. And of course, if you are at Evolution Archer, make sure you are with Evolution Enterprises because on their Facebook,
because that's where I'm going to be posting my full December schedule for you guys. I'm also posted here on my YouTube too, but I'm going to have the full December schedule, and you guys are not going to want to miss this. I have so many exciting trainings coming up for next month and a very exclusive interview. I can't wait to show you, but it's going to be, all the details are going to be on the flyer. So make sure that you guys, okay, tune in. Make sure you check your sites, check the groups, okay? Because I cannot wait to kick off December with you guys. So we are ready for 2026, right? And we're going to actually start off kicking off December 1st, okay? I'm going to have our corporate training, Market Like a Pro. We are going to talk about, listen to this, okay? Everything is a funnel, yeah? Everything is a funnel. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. I'm so excited about the month of December. I have some amazing trainings, and we are starting off hot. Everything is a funnel. It's going to be the topic on December 1st. So if you are at the Evolution Archer, I'm going to be doing that on corporate Zoom. Be there on Monday at 5 p.m. PST. I will upload it after I'm done. So if you're not, you guys can check it out on YouTube. Of course, I upload the recording. But once again, I want to go ahead and thank Miss Joanne and Miss Sarah for joining me tonight. I hope you guys all have a beautiful holiday, and I will see you tomorrow for replay day. And of course, we'll be starting hot on December 1st. I will see you guys then on corporate Zoom. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight, and I hope you all have a beautiful time. I'm going to go ahead and head over to my studio. So if you guys have questions or if you wrote anything, I'm going to go ahead and check it out there, and I'll play some outro music for us, and then I'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for hopping on.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, grow hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Thanks for spending these moments with me. The world is big and beautiful and full of stories, and we're just getting started. Wherever the next horizon leads, I'll meet you there. Until then, keep wondering and keep exploring. And remember, Ash knows travel.